I would like to introduce to the Beat London listeners, you listening at home right now, a fantastic rising star. He goes by the name of Zakhar. He's in the studio. How are you, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm blessed to be here, man. How are you?
No, do you know what? We're very blessed to have you here as well. I'm fantastic. I'm always good, you know. Everyone's been asking me recently, how you been doing? I told them I'm busy and fantastic in equal measure. I'm happy.
It's good, man. It's good.
I'm enjoying myself. And it's a pleasure having you here at the Beat London.
No, pleasure.
And I want to tuck in straight away.
Let's go.
Because the reason why I came on you guys' radar is that I had a listening party a couple of weeks ago.
Okay.
For your 8-track EP.
Okay.
Scars on My Mind. I don't know if you knew that.
But you was there?
Your management got in touch with me.
Oh,
they were like, you like Zakhar, don't you? I was like, yeah, of course I do. He makes good music. We played the EP the whole way through, 8 tracks on this show. And you know what? We thought, let's bring him in on the show. And you said about the EP, I've got a quote here. Okay. This is more than an EP. Yeah. It's my story so far. Yeah. That was being put out to the press. Yeah. What is your story so far? I want to hear it.
You know what? The name of the EP, Scars My Mind, it comes from, I had a song called Scars My Mind, didn't it? There was a couple of things that was happening at the time. So the song was like an expression of man's feelings, and I had a lot of songs where I mentioned the word Scars on My Mind. So when it came to the project, the original song Scars My Mind was not going to be released no more, but because that song had a meaning to me, then we thought obviously the only way to just kind of like portray that otherwise is to name the project that. And all the songs on it, like a few of the songs I mentioned Scars My Mind, and pretty much it's all there's a lot of different vibes, so it kind of represents my mind. I'm not sad, I'm not happy, I'm everything at the same time, if that makes sense. It's all in one, so that's kind of...
Because that is human nature, in a sense. You just kind of have to go through life 100%. And just take the hits as you go 100%. Along, and you got good things going on. You were saying you were going through a few things. Can you discuss these, please, with us?
There was just like a lot of things happening in the end, just the roads, stuff happens, innit?
Stuff, I do hear you. Stuff, you don't want to say too much. I appreciate that. You're from North London?
Correct.
Where in North?
Islington.
Islington, okay, so you're from sexy ends.
What about you?
Okay. Where do you think I'm from?
You have like a little bit of a Cockney accent.
Do you know what? I think I lived with a Cockney guy at uni, so I think I picked up a bit of it as well. But no, you're way off.
South.
No, West.
Oh, sir.
West, White City.
Okay.
White City, Shepherd's Bush. So no, we're doing well for ourselves. And I want to say, it's rare that an artist can rap and sing at the same time. But you do both.
I try.
You try?
I try.
But what I like about it is you know you can. And it's effortless, and you can hear that in the EP.
I appreciate
and obviously before the EP you were releasing tracks. How did you develop both talents? Like how did you come about to be a rapper and a singer at such high quality?
You know, hey, you're really boosting my ego right now.
Come on, man. Hey, listen, if you were bad, you wouldn't be on this show.
No,
I'll be honest with you.
I appreciate that. No, I used to like rap, like freestyling with the man down. But obviously like a lot of my aunties can sing, so I've always kind of had like a good voice. But when my voice broke, like I shied away from it. I thought the man were gonna say I was wet or something. Like, I was just very scared. I don't know why. But then obviously the more I grew and I just matured, I was like, you know what, man, I need to do what's best for me. And obviously it turned out to be everyone was rating it anyway. So I kept doing the singing thing, but I then started to shy away from the rapping. Okay. So now I'm just trying to find the balance to just do both and just perfect both of myself. It's
crazy as you're growing up how the mindset can change so much. Do you know what I mean? Like 1 minute you're like, no, it's not cool to sing. Next minute you're like, no, I don't want to rap. Was it, here's my best guess in it, when I was back at school, obviously all of us, the man, were in the playground and we're there spitting bars. Is that how it started for you?
Yeah, do you know, I used to, like a couple of my brethren, Swiss, MD, we used to all freestyle. Yeah. Like when it was after school times, whatever, I'd go back there and we'd freestyle. But I could never freestyle. They were the originators. They were the ones that taught me how to like freestyle.
So you have to have lyrics in front of you?
No. Freestyle is that when you rap from the top of your brain.
No, of course. What I'm saying, if you were saying you could never do it, or you were talking about they taught you how to freestyle.
Yeah, I could never. I would never like be able to rap and make things rhyme and make sense. Yeah. Obviously, the more I was chilling with them, the more I was doing it. Then
I can't lie, I feel a little offended. You're trying to tell me what freestyle.
No, because
but I'm laughing.
The way you worded it, I was like, you don't know what.
Right. Hey, miscommunication. We're gonna get there. Talk to me. Sorry, carry on.
But yeah, no, obviously through them, then I just started rapping. That's kind of like, that's where it all kind of like started. But I realized, like, oh, I'm not too bad.
And then as they taught you how to freestyle, do you think it almost became like a student becomes the master sort of vibe?
No, I'm still not the master. They're still the goats to this day. Yeah, I still got learning to do. But it it's good though. Like when man's watching them, and I'm like, oh, I can join in now. Yeah, like man can do the same thing you man are doing. So yeah, it's good.
I appreciate that. You know what? It's nice to hear. It's nice to hear you say that you've got learning to do.
Yeah,
because
100%.
you're still early in the career, and you're very good at what you do. But there's always something to learn.
100%.
That's the rapping, the singing. 4 aunties. Are you gonna shout out which aunt's the best? Do we have to make them compete, or are they all just sensational?
They're all good, man. They all go good. Do you know, I'm even gonna try to get them in a session soon and do like some choir stuff. Because you know, they're lit. Because all their voices are different. So when they all sing together, they all know which like tone to sing in. So you'll sing a song and there'll be so many different harmonies, and it just goes like that.
It works.
That's just amazing. I don't know how it happens, but they're just amazing.
That's amazing. And where did they take it from? Is it gospel singing? Is it what?
I don't even know how it all started from. But obviously, like I grew up in the church, innit? So obviously singing from there. So that's kind of like where I first started singing. And even in primary, I used to one of my music teacher used to like stand me up to the front when we had assemblies and make me sing in front of everyone.
What, you were already showcasing?
Yeah, but once in like year 5, year 6, I was singing in front of all the people from our school, like everyone sitting in the hall in assembly. I'm just at the front. It was mad scary. But
do you remember any of the songs?
Yeah, I'm not singing.
Can you go on? No, go on. I'll sing with you. If I know it,
you know, lean on me.
Lean on me.
When you're not strong, hey, I'll be a friend.
Hey.
I'll help you carry on. Hey.
Listen, I can see that might need one of these still. Little young glass explosion and then things there. We're here.
Imagine me doing that like every week, bro, when you're 6. I was a little kid, but that was scary.
But do you know what? We all know how many sensational singers like superstars have come from a church background or from a gospel background and stuff like that. So I've got very, very high hopes for you.
I appreciate it, man.
I've got very high hopes. Do you think we're going to do a Lean On Me cover? You're going to do one soon or something like that when you're older? Maybe a little...
See, and only time will tell, bro. Only time will tell.
The way the UK music industry is sampling these days, it would nothing would surprise me right now.
It's true.
Absolutely nothing would surprise me. So we spoke about the singing.
Yeah.
We spoke about the rapping. I'm going to play a track right now from 2 people I believe to be some of the best rappers in the UK.
Okay.
One is DC and one is Nux.
Okay.
I don't know if you're massive fans of them. You're okay. The track's called Bobby and Rowdy. Do you know it?
No, I don't.
All right, perfect. Even better, because I kind of want you to hear it for the first time and let me know what you think. I want to hear your opinion. So we're here with Zakhar here on the Beat London's Drive Time show. We're going to play one track, as you just heard, Bobby and Rowdy, and we'll be right back after this to hear more from the young man.
Okay.
Bobby and Rowdy here on the Beat London's Drive Time show. You're listening to your personal vibe creator, Mr. Karim Bitar, and I'm here with the man himself, Zakhar.
There we go.
We gave it, 7, 8 out of 10? Average it out to that. Am I pushing boundaries here?
It was a 7.5, innit? It's a good song.
All right, 7.5.
Well, this is Beanie Man representing for Bittersweet. Karim, you play the music, everybody say you play unique. Zaga, now. This is the beat.
Hey, that was hard.
You like that one?
That was hard.
Do you know what? I sometimes put it in as a light flex. That's
was so hard.
Just Beanie Man came in through to the Beat London. He recorded a few drops for us.
Yeah.
I'm expecting a drop from you when we finish this interview. I want it just as good as the Beanie Man.
Hey, I'll make it better, bro.
That's what I like to hear. So in 2021, I think a lot of people don't know this, but getting to know you as an artist, you jumped on the Open Verse Challenge for Sadie Jean's WYD, or is it what you're doing now? It went viral. 6 million views on TikTok, and on Monday on your home turf in North London, you supported her as well at the Grace. So things are truly coming full circle.
It's the start.
That was the start. Like, that was kind of what went viral. I actually want to ask you about on stage. How are you feeling right now at this point in your career performing?
You know what? I've dreamt of this. Like, this is just like any performance I do. It's just amazing. You get so the Sadie team one. When was that? Like 2 days ago. 2 days ago.
Monday night.
Yeah, Monday. Yeah, that was meant to be my first performance. But then I was in the studio. Then my manager called me. He's like, "Yo, you're opening up for Be Young tomorrow."
Yeah.
I'm thinking, yo, man's had less than 20.
I saw this on social media.
Bro. Do you know there was like no preparation, no nothing. I had rehearsals the same day for like, it was a 2-hour slot, but we ended up doing rehearsals for like 45 minutes because we got there to set things up. So man's had minimal rehearsal. We got there, turned up, you can't have no auto-tune on my mic because there's not enough input, outputs, whatever. So man's feeling, yo. But then when I hopped on stage for Be Young, and I just interacted with the crowd, and I see the way that they vibed with me. I was like, yo, this is what I'm meant to do. Like, this is what I'm born for. So then when I did the Sadie Jean one on Monday, I was so ready for that. Yeah, because that was meant to be the first one, and I don't know how it would have been. That was my first one because it was much more intimate. It's smaller. I'm seeing a lot more of eyes looking at me, so it was a bit more pressure than the bigger one, which was kind of weird. But yeah, gone in there, did my thing, got the crowd lit. I got lit. So yeah.
But from what you're telling me, to be honest, you were performing since the age of 5 at primary school. So you're used to it.
She said, but that was more like I was just standing there, like, yeah, just singing and looking at her. But that was a bit more awkward.
You're standing there on the stage just before Be Young comes on, right?
Yeah.
What was the thought going through your head? What was you thinking right now? You got people in front of you. You're about to sing your first song. What was the first track you sang on the night?
Fly Away.
Fly Away. We're gonna actually hear that a bit later. Yeah. What were you thinking at that very moment?
You know, I was the whole day I was so nervous. Like, but then when I got closer to it, I was excited. Man, I was thinking, yeah, I'm gonna do this easy. But then as I'm about to go, like as I'm walking up the stairs about to go, the nerves hit me again. Like I was like, oh, man's about to perform in front of however many people doing. Like, this is a mad thing. But then I hopped on, and then as soon as I started speaking to the crowd, I knew like every nerve, everything in my body just left. Like
relaxed.
I was at peace. You get it? That felt so good. Like, so I was nervous, but when I did it, I was like, this is what I'm made to do. So
no, do you know what? That's so good to hear. That's actually so good to hear. So I think I'm similar to you in that if I'm talking to a crowd, I kind of feed off that energy. You're looking at, you probably looked at them and thought, they're unbelievably happy to see me.
Yeah.
He's smiling, she's smiling.
Yeah, no, I don't go for
He just threw a drink in the air. He did this, and immediately it kind of relaxes you. That's good to hear, man. And I think not many people know this, but you had to make a choice between football and music a couple of years ago. If I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, you were playing for Brentford's Football Academy.
Do you know what? This is a mistake. I was not at the academy. I was at the time they got this was when they were when they dropped out. No, when they weren't in the Premier League no more. So they lost all the funding.
A few years back, so like 5 years ago, let's say.
This is a minute ago. So they lost all the funding, so they had no academy. It was a development kind of thing. That from my age group, we then jumped straight to, was it under 23s, I think. So there was no under 18s, no nothing. It was
just straight, you're going with the men.
Yeah. So man's playing now. And this was, I'm a bit out of shape now, innit? But I was in shape. I like to think I was good when I was...
Position?
I was a centre back.
Centre back?
Yeah. So I was thinking, yeah. But then obviously, when I then deeped everything, and I was like, cool. I'm like, at the time, I don't even know how old I was, but I'm playing, and it's like, I know of myself, I'm not that level, you get. I'm never gonna say I was the best because it's not. I was good, you get. And I knew I'm gonna keep chasing something that's unrealistic. And the more I was playing, I was kind of just falling out of love for it anyway. Like, it wasn't something that I enjoyed playing no more. But it was a blessing because at the time that I started to not like football, music started to come up. So it was like, I had an option. I was like, cool, am I gonna stay with something that's, yeah, if things go well, millionaire, blah blah blah. But man's not enjoying it. You get it? Man's not gonna do something man don't enjoy.
It sounded like you made a very logical, easy decision. I thought it was like a heartbreaking tale.
Oh no,
you're unbelievably good at both. You had to go with.
That's not Ronaldo. I was your average Joe. You get it?
No, but you know what? Not everyone gets to play with development squads at Brentford and stuff like that. So you're decent. If I ever need a five-a-side player,
maybe not calm. Now. Let me get in shape first. Let me train a little bit, and then I'll be good.
At this level, you'll be blessed. Don't worry. I'm playing on. I'm playing. Don't worry. I think you'll be good. Okay, cool. So it's put me a bit at ease now.
Yeah.
That it's not that deep. Who do you support, by the way?
That's Arsenal. I live local to the stadium.
So you're on cloud 9 right now. With what's going on with
yeah. Top of the league, best team in the league. Argue with yourself. What team do you support?
I'll let you guess again.
From West, I'm gonna say Chelsea.
You'd be absolutely spot on.
Where are you in the league?
I don't like this questioning. I don't like this line of questioning. You come here and you take the show, right? I don't like it. I think we're like 5th or 6th. We listen.
I can't relate. I can understand, but I can't relate.
I can't relate. Wow, people have short memories. Arsenal have been thumping up the place the last 8 games.
It's cool.
We'll leave it at that because I know. Listen, some of you guys might not understand the football chat we're having right now, but I just needed to gauge what my guy's saying. And so it's been a fairly sharp prize for you right now. I just want to say, what's been the most special moment so far? Like, what's the moment where you kind of felt, apart from maybe Be Young, which I think is the obvious one, where you kind of stood there. What's the moment where you were like, this decision paid off? I made the football music decision, and it's now, I'm here? Was it a certain single which maybe got a lot of views?
I think honestly, the duet that I did that went viral.
Yeah,
because
Sadie.
That sparked everything. Everyone's ears open. Everyone, like, when I was releasing a couple things, like, no one necessarily not believed, but they didn't think man would reach where I'm at right now.
Absolutely.
In the time frame. So when I did that, and it was my first viral moment, and I see the love I get for something that I really wanted to do, like, I think it felt better because if it was like a comedy video or something, no disrespect to anyone, but it's like when people are messing with man's art, like man's creation, it just means
it's a different feeling.
Yeah, like it meant so much. So obviously that, I think, because that just sparked that whole thing got me to where I am. So even at the show, I just kept thanking Sadie for allowing me. She didn't even do nothing, but for just releasing that, you get it.
Well,
like,
you say that, but then she obviously saw the talent and was like, I want to release. She didn't have to release.
Oh yeah.
She didn't have to release it, so
100%.
she's seen it as well, and it's fantastic to be honest, and it's fantastic to hear, to be honest, and it's nice to hear you like so humble as well. Like you clearly got such a long way in such a short space of time in your career. We're going to be back after the adverts. I've got one track before then, another one. I'm going to ask for you another rating out of 10 for this one. This is Parallel, Rachel Chinaruri. This is Can't Get Enough. All right, welcome back. It's just gone 6:32 in the capital. And I'll tell you something. We've been talking about Zakhar's talent so much. How about we actually hear it now? If you're a loyal B London listener, you've probably been hearing him a lot over the last few weeks. He's on our brand new playlist. But I thought we'll play Triple Threat with Zakhar. We've got 3 tracks here, and he's going to tell you about each track just before it plays. You got Tough Love first. Go.
Tough Love, man. This one I made with the master J5. I remember this was my first time. It was like the first session we had. So I knew, you get, man's gonna come in, man has to set the level, you get. So man's come in. I wanted to make, like, I like my little love songs, innit?
Yeah.
So I wanted to make a song about, like, you're missing someone, but it's like, life happens, you get, things go wrong, it is what it is, you can't complain, but you miss all the good times that you had, all the rough stuff, all the tough love you get.
Okay.
So that's kind of the vibe.
And there you go. And you send that message. That's going to be track number 1. This one here, Zakhar with Tough Love. Did I not tell you he was talented? Please know what you're listening to. What was that, sorry? Was that thank you?
That's thank you.
That one there, Zakhar, Tough Love. You're listening to the Beat London's Drive Time show. And you got another track now.
Yeah.
You got to tell us about Pretty. Let's go.
Pretty, man. This one's about, you know, when you like a girl, but you learn more to her. Like, there's more than just a pretty face, you get. But this girl didn't have that. She had a pretty face, but when you try to go deeper, it's just an empty hole. Yeah, so that's
that one, so good looking.
When you listen to the song, like, some of the bars are kind of deep still. But I wrote that when I was I think when I was like 15.
15.
So when I was young, I remember it was like my first session in like me and my brother, we had out like a Pirate Studios, going inside and just made it happen.
You are having some very poignant thoughts for a 15-year-old. When I was 15, if a girl was playing, I'd just look at her and be like,
No, the first line is like pretty in the face, but never offered much. So yeah.
All right. Well, listen, there you go. This is track number 2 of the Triple Threat. We've got Zakhar here with Pretty, and also don't forget, these are all from your Scars on My Mind EP as well. Please go stream that. Come on now. Full track there, Pretty. That is the second track from our Triple Threat.
Come on.
And taking us away. Fly away. Mr. Zakhar, take it.
Yeah, man, this one's about, you know, you had a girl or wherever you prefer.
I hear that.
You had your partner, things went wrong, you know, you missed the way they held you and the stuff that they did towards you, but you had to let go. So it's about like letting go of someone when you didn't want to, but you had to. And this one's kind of a personal one to me.
Would you say this is one of the more personal ones on the EP?
Yeah. It's got a deeper meaning behind it. So. And
is the flyaway metaphorical, or do you actually get on a plane and you're off?
Nah, I think it's metaphorical.
Metaphorical. Yeah. Okay, let's leave it at that. I think let me leave you to describe your tracks, and then let me not jump in. This is the last one. They've been fantastic so far, as expected. This is Zakhar with Fly Away. All right, we just finished the Triple Threat there, Mr. Zakhar. I know you've heard your tracks a million times. but it was sensational hearing them with you and seeing the reactions and hearing your descriptions beforehand. So thank you very much. Can we get a round of applause in the studio from everyone? Get some noise in the building. Let's go. You deserve it, man. It's a sensational EP. But right now, you're in my dojo.
Yeah, I'll be waiting for this.
We got a cheeky little game for you. So obviously, this is drive time with Karim.
Yeah.
Okay. So cars are a central theme to the show. People are driving home, listening to the radio show.
Okay, cool.
Now it was a bit before our time.
Yeah.
But in the late 90s and early 2000s, there was a film called The Big Lebowski, and also you had Dude, Where's My Car? And a phrase became famous, which is Dude, Where's My Car? I'm going to play it for you now.
Dude, where's my car? Where's your car, dude?
And everyone used to say this phrase, all right, Dude, where's my car? And it was one of these kind of like American...
How long ago was this? I've never heard...
Time ago.
Okay.
And I'm going to send you the film after.
Okay,
Don't worry about it. So, I thought, Dude, where's my car? Drive time. We're going to play the inaugural game of Dude, Where's the Car? All right? So, Dude, Where's the Car?
I like that one. That's a
Dude,
nice
Where's the Car? Goes like this.
Go on.
You're going to be somewhere in the world and you're purchasing a car. I'm going to tell you the brand of the car.
Okay.
You're going to tell me where you're driving that car. What country is that car from? Sound easy? Basically, I'm giving you a car brand.
Okay, yeah.
And you're going to tell me what country that car's
so
from.
bad at these games.
Don't worry about
Let's
it.
do it.
I feel like we're going to start easy
Go on.
and build you into it. How's that sound?
Go on.
We good?
Yeah.
All right, sounds good. Number one. And by the way, if he gets one right, you lot, can I hear some noise? Can I get some applause in the video? These are looking like I don't want to give him that one. Let's get some clapping in that. We're going to get the good vibes going. So, number one, Mercedes-Benz.
I swear to God, I don't know. I swear this one is bad.
I started you easy. I'm worried.
Germany.
Let's go, baby.
That was a total guess. I swear to you. That was
Hey, you're one of one. You're one of one right now. You're on cloud nine right now.
God.
One of one. Number two, Vauxhall. Think about it, Vauxhall. Don't look over there for clues. I see you tilting your head. Don't look over there. And also, don't think so quietly as well, because know that it's radio.
Oh yeah.
So if you just go silent for like 5 seconds, people are like, have they stopped the show? What's going on?
Actually, I'm gonna say Russia.
I'm gonna give you a chance.
I told you I was so bad.
Vauxhall.
Vauxhall.
Are you gonna stick with Russia?
Nah, because is the key in the word?
I should hope so.
Vauxhall.
Just think about what it sounds like. I'm gonna give you 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, you're out. Vauxhall is British.
Oh, is it?
Come on, man. Have you not even heard of Vauxhall in South London? Like the area? You're better than that. You are better than that.
I'm stupid, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
All right, I'm worried about these next 3. Don't look.
That was accident. I promise you that was accident.
All right, number 3 of Dude, Where's the Car? Should we hear the jingle one more time, quickly?
Dude, where's my car? Where's your car, dude?
Cool. So, it means less that you haven't watched the film, but still, don't worry, we still got the jingle. Peugeot. I'm going to spell it for you. P-E-U-G-E-O-T. That should give you a clue.
Do that one more time.
Peugeot. P-E-U-G-E-O-T.
French.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's go, baby.
Yeah.
That is 2 and 3. You're doing well, man. That's 66%.
There we go. Look, good percentage. It's more than 50. That's what
They're getting harder, though.
Yeah.
So, I worry for you with 4 and 5. All right, number 4. Hyundai.
Give me a clue. I need the clue for each one.
You need the clue?
Yeah.
Okay, it's in Asia, the Far East.
See, I feel like these questions are just making me seem really stupid.
No, not at all. Especially, listen, you might not even be a fan of cars. I just thought maybe, Dude, where's the car?
No, that is a good film. Like, I'm actually proud that you were able to
Thank you. I'm glad you're proud. I'm glad you're proud. There's more where that came from. You get your countdown again. 5, 4, 3,
China,
2,
Japan,
1. Are you just going to throw loads out?
I don't know. I don't know.
It's none of them.
Okay.
It is South Korea.
Okay, cool.
South Korea, which is...
I don't know how I'm meant to know this.
Do you know what? I would say the first... I'm still disappointed at Vauxhall.
Yeah,
You've hurt my feelings a little bit.
There's a station called Vauxhall.
That's what I was telling you earlier. Zakhar, come on, dude. Where's the car? It's okay. It's okay. We'll cut that out of the final edit.
Okay.
Don't worry. We'll cut the Vauxhall one out. Don't worry about it. And last but not least, you now have the hardest one. So I don't know how you're going to do this.
They were all hard to me.
No, well, you've got 2 and 4. So you're doing well.
Random.
I can't lie. You're doing 50% hit rate.
Alright, cool.
Skoda. SK.
Oh, I know that. That's Polish, no?
No, but you're in Europe, and I'm going to give you 2 more guesses because it's the hardest one. It's not Polish.
Oh. Is it Finland?
No, it's not in Scandinavia. I'm going to give you one last guess and maybe an additional clue. You see, I support Chelsea. We knew this earlier. I'd say Chelsea's best ever keeper was from this country. So I've put it in your terms now, football, and I'm not. Hey, listen. 5, 4, 3.
Say any country.
I can't lie. I'll tell you, people in the room may not even know this one. This is the hardest one.
Yeah,
all right. The answer is Czech Republic.
Oh, there was no way on God's green earth was I ever getting that one.
And the keeper I was looking for was Peter Cech.
Okay, yeah.
I thought I could have given you a clue.
Yeah,
you know what? 2 and 5. Can we get some applause from people? You did your thing.
I had the countdown, I had the eyes, the pressure was getting to me. I couldn't think straight.
And I think maybe you're going to take this forward. You can do a little TikTok thing. Go, dude, where's the car? Doesn't have to be about cars, but just, dude, where's the car? I hope you enjoyed it, to be honest.
No, man, it was
I
good,
told
man.
you, it's a low pressure
It
game.
was a nice game. That was a nice little game.
You liked it?
I liked it.
Good, that's what I like to hear. And we've been talking off air about Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
And I just want to give you some Kendrick flavours right now before we finish the show.
Sure.
I hope you like this track. It's from the new album.
Okay.
This one here is Saviour, featuring Baby Keem and Sam Dew. Let's go. We've got a couple minutes left after the track, so you're going to tell us what's coming up next.
Cool.
All right, we just had the Kendrick Lamar session there.
Yeah.
Slightly, we were playing a few off air while the one was playing on air. But Zakhar, it's been an absolute pleasure having you today, by the way. Honestly, you've got great energy, very talented, and I'm sure you're going to go very far. But what's coming next for you? So we've talked about what's happened in the past. What's coming next in the next few weeks, Mark?
Obviously, I just dropped my debut EP, Scars on My Mind. So for those that don't know, make sure you tap in with that. But in terms of next, I don't even know. Obviously, I had a little break and dropped my project, so I had a little me time. Now we're just going back to work. I'm back in the studio now. I'm back to working. So we just gotta see, man. Literally, just gotta see what's next.
I want to see, and I'll look at management here. So I want to see him push boundaries because I think you can. I want to see that we were talking about a bit of country music as well, being sampled, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I want to see you push boundaries because I think you can.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? So this pocket you're in right now in this EP, Scars on My Mind, is sensational, and I think you could go down this pocket for a long time and be successful. But I also want to see. I want to see some new stuff. We want you to be our new shining star in London.
Just so you know, I'll do a country song.
I'm excited to hear this. And a few last words for people who have helped you along the journey. I want to hear you shout out a few people who have got you to where you are right now, and maybe people presently in your life as well who are helping you.
Just want to say, obviously, first of all, give everything to God, you know.
Okay.
Got us to where we are here now. But obviously, thank you, my manager.
He's right.
Yeah, with my brethren essays with me now. We got all the all the team, everyone, man. We're all a big family, yeah. So I wouldn't be here without them. So we all push each other every day and just try to get to the top, man.
Because I think people don't realise this, but when you're on like tour life, or even forget tour life, when you're making an EP, when you're making a project, you guys hang out 24/7.
Yeah.
Like pretty much.
I get sick of this guy, man. I get sick of him. See him every day.
If I could show you the look on his face right now, it is one of disgust and pride. There's a little bit of pride, but from the earlier compliment, but there's disgust, would you say? It's not going to be pretty for Zakhar.
He'll forgive me later.
What's the funniest thing that you guys have done as a group? What's a funny story so far? Just as we finish. Someone's done something silly. You've been at a project, listening, studio.
I don't know. What is the funniest?
I might be the victim, so I'm not.
You're not allowed to say too much.
Every day is just something new with this guy. And
every day is something.
I can't even say anything. It's just every day is just something weird going on, man.
Well, you know what? It's best we leave it at that. Number one, I want to thank you for coming in. Honestly, it's really appreciated making the effort. And I know you've left Islington, the promised land.
That's cool.
But come in here, honestly, the door's always open for you.
Come, bro,
and you know that. And I'm sure there'll be a few more interviews down the line when the next projects and stuff. We're waiting for mixtapes, albums as well. EP, you're giving us a little.
These are the
bit. You've given us a little bit of bait.
There we go.
In the pond.
Just a little bit.
We've snapped out. That's number one.
Just a little.
Number two, I wish you the best of luck as well. Keep pushing those boundaries. That's what I'm saying.
Thank you, bro.
And we'll do a few photos in the back now. A little drop. And you heard all the drops today in the show.
Yeah.
I slipped them in on purpose to give you inspiration. I put a lot of drops saying my name. I didn't have to do that. I sound like some self-prophesizing guy. I'm not. Have a think about it. I'm sure you're going to get on with it just fine. Thank you very much for coming, man. Honestly, you're welcome back anytime. That is the Beat London's Drive Time show. You're just listening to the sensational Zakhar with me from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. It didn't feel like an hour. If you stuck around with us for the whole interview, you'll know it was a lot of fun.